Early May 2025, social media was washed with information regarding the incarceration of Edward Sebofu, alias Eddie Mutwe, by Uganda's Chief of Defense Forces General Muhoozi Kainerugaba, who confessed having him in his basement, causing rift among the members of the public, including Uganda's August House.
Bamuyira amazzi nga tebamubulira musango gwe yazza nenga buli kaseera bamukuba taliya tafuna bujjanjabi.
Eyewo wabanga waliwo emisango egiri straight tetulaba nsonga lwaki ate abantu mumaloba tulugunya ne mba wamba obuwambi ne mba kweka mu bifo ebitamanyiddwa ngate mumanyi nti mugenda kubaleeta mu kooti nga mukakasa nti balina emisango.
Addressing the media at the party headquarters today, the Uganda People's Congress UPC President Jim Akena slammed the government on what he calls great violation of fundamental human rights. He noted that the state has no power to strip Ugandans of their fundamental freedoms.
Of those who believe, according to their own documents, that matters such as human rights, social, political, religious, etc., will be determined by the High Command. No, they will not be determined by the High Command. Those are God-given fundamental rights to every citizen of Uganda. You may think you own Uganda, you may think you can determine what Uganda stands for. No, these are God-given rights. And there is no power which you have, no gun, no authority which can remove the rights of the citizens of Uganda and import them into the High Command. That will not happen. Not in Uganda, not now.
Akena criticized the government's increasing militarization of civilian life, warning that such actions could erode democratic gains and plunge the country into deeper unrest. He distanced himself from the UPDF Amendment Bill 2025, which he says is a broader strategy by the ruling NRM to consolidate themselves in power.
It was never an issue of democracy. The core of the NRM was to establish itself, and even the definition of what was to be done was to be defined solely by the NRA High Command. So my issue here is that I'm glad that people are waking up to the reality. This has been the fact since the Bush days. We have been accused of being a dictatorship, well and good. Now, what is taking place in Uganda? As UPC, I can proudly say that the 1980 elections was held under the 1967 constitution without amendment.
According to Akena, the most troubling aspect of the bill lies in the provision that seeks to expand the autonomy of the UPDF High Command, including its decision-making powers, internal operations and deployment mechanisms, without clear civilian oversight or parliamentary accountability.
God-given fundamental right of association, a God-given fundamental right of political opinion is now to be subjected to something called the High Command. What is this High Command? Are they God-endowed? Are they special? They're not. They're human beings. And then such policies will ultimately be passed by the NRC. In the NRC, they mean the legislative organ, which they used to call the legislative organ of the revolution. So this is the expectation. High Command is sending it to Parliament. Parliament is supposed to pass it as a legislative, as an appendage of the revolution. I am not part of that revolution.
Akena hence urged members of parliament, civil society organizations and the general public to resist the bill and demand greater transparency and public participation in the process.
And the people of Kawempe showed that even your guns, your tanks, your what is not going to intimidate people. And the people of Uganda should be ready. There's going to be more coming for us 2026, but I'm also putting it on record. I'm not taking it lying down. I'm going to stand and face the fire. Whatever you bring, I'm not turning and running. I'm going to face you.
John Baptista Humza, Church of Uganda, Family TV News at 8.